Are you looking for ways to use up scraps and your fabric? Today we're going to make patchwork hearts and use up some fabric. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie. I'm here with part 9 for our Little Golden Book Beginner's Junk Journal series. And I am still using my Shy Little Kitten Golden Book that we have ready. And I have out my Highlights magazine and a napkin to start off with. And so I did choose the music page from the Highlights magazine, and I am going to be using that. So mine is from November of 1968, so a 50-year-old magazine. Okay, so I have a napkin here, and we're going to want to go ahead and take the ply off of it. And of course, the Scotch tape is missing again. So I'm just going to grab a piece of the closest tape to me, which is some washi tape. Okay. And I'm going to use it to grab the edge and pull the ply off. Now sometimes you'll find a pattern on your ply, sometimes you won't. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this down, and I'm going to use a glue stick today. Okay, I like the feel, the texture of being able to feel the napkin. Well, we're going to be really careful here. Okay, again, our paper is over 50 years old, so we want to make sure that we're being very careful, but at the same time, I also want to get it really saturated. Okay, yes, you can use glue sticks, but you need to use a lot of glue. Okay, when you're using glue sticks in your paper crafting. And this does dry clear, so now if you are a Mod Podger, you can go ahead and use Mod Podge for this part. I am not a big fan of Mod Podge in my journals, so I do use it a lot for home decor and other projects. There, and then we're just going to go ahead and place our napkin right on top of our glue and press it down. And for me, I like the wrinkles. I think they are part of what makes character of using the napkins. Okay, and yes, I already used part of this. The other side had a really cute cartoon with kittens, and so I have already taken that part of the page off. Just going to go ahead. So this is one way to use your napkin, is to just go ahead and place it down over a whole page. If you're here for the premiere, I'm waving. Hello! And say hi to Lucy. Hi, Lucy! Yep, she's doing a little better. Every day she's eating real good, so that's yay. That is the one main thing they say to watch for, is if they stop eating. So yeah, so we're good. We're good there. And so if you are here after the premiere, I want to say hello and thank you for watching. And if you get a chance to come to a premiere, we have those every day at 10:30 with a new crafty video. Usually it's junk journaling or paper crafting, and we'd love to have you. Also, we are here each weekday at 4 o'clock while we're home, safer at home, for the Beginner's Junk Journal series, and that's what you've joined in on today. We are working in our little golden book and having lots of fun. So again, thank you for being here, and let's get back to our regular schedule programming. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Okay, so we're going to let this one dry, and look at, we'll have this right here. This is exciting, actually. Okay, so we'll have that, and we're going to put it, you see all the strips over here, and okay, so there we go. I'm really happy with that. So we have our first piece ready. I love it. And then we have this. Oh, wait, where's the one we've been? Yeah, that. We have this, this. Okay, here's the one that's already cut. Let's use that. And a striped page. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually good. Okay, so I have a little heart die cut that I like to use. Okay, so it's like this, and I am going to go ahead and let's start down here. I'm going to trace around the outside of this heart onto the napkin page, and then onto each of these pages. So we'll go ahead and speed this up. So we have our 5 hearts. We've used a die cut that I had. So you could cut your own heart out or another shape. And now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and cut these into 5 pieces. Okay, so just kind of random. I'm going to go here. Okay, so that gives me that. Three, 4, and 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we are going to piece these together. Okay, so I went ahead and I stacked my 5 hearts on top of each other, and I cut them into pieces. So I cut 1, 2, 3, made 4 cuts. That gave me 5 pieces. So I have 5 piles of pieces, and now we're going to go ahead and put our hearts back together. Okay? Okay, so there's our 5 hearts, and so next, you guessed it, we're going to go ahead and glue them down. Okay, we're going to use our glue stick and glue them down. So we're just going to make an area of glue for the heart and glue each one of them down. So let's go ahead and speed this up. And then we're gonna cut each one out. I'm gonna, this messy one, we had everything happen in there, right? We had the super messy glue. Well, we're gonna let that one dry. And we'll go ahead and we'll cut around the rest of these. But you saw that the glue stuck to the paper and they all flew up, and we had to reconstruct, figure out what piece went where, but it's all good. So we're going to go ahead and speed it up. So there they are, our 5 little patchwork hearts. I love them. What do you think? Okay, so there's several things that we can do with them from here. If you put them on cardstock, which I would highly recommend if you're not worried about bulk, some of the things you can do is you can go ahead now and add like some of your washi tape in there and get some of the other color. You can go ahead and sew on these. That would be really, really cool, especially since they're patchwork. You could even sew on them before you brought them out here. Another thing that you can do is, I was trying not to use one of the squares. Oh well. Okay, here we go. Is you can also go ahead now and put them onto some of your fabric and cut around them and just make them that much more of an embellishment. I'm gluing it down with fabric tack. So that is what we're going to do next. And so let's fast forward. And then, yes, of course, we are going to go ahead and cut around them. Let's speed this up. And there you have our 5 backed hearts. Ready for more embellishments, and I think they're going to just look really, really cute in this journal. They go along so great, and so it's just going to be a matter of figuring out how we want to display them in here. You can go ahead and fray your edges and make it a little messy. It's going to be a different kind of fraying than the pretty fray, but you can still do it. And so there we go. Little frame. Okay, so I mean, these can go in just like they are onto pages. They can come over and hold and be on your flip, and anyway, so those are ready for me to use somewhere in the journal, and it gave you another way of using fabric as well. Yeah. So this is a lot of fun. I think this would make also a really, really cute wall, something for your wall. Using items like if, yeah, just there you go, and you could spell out a word. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh. You could have 4 of them and have it say baby. Aww. I love it. So have you tried the patchwork hearts before? I have done these a couple of times in videos, and it's one of my favorite things, especially when I go towards the whimsical, like I'm thinking for this shy little kitten. Yeah, so I love them. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so YouTube can tell you when the next video comes. And have an amazing day. Thanks for being here. Bye. Oh, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.